Elbow Grease Productions in association with MichaelJacksonInsider.com presents Hi, this is Pearl Jr. with MichaelJacksonInsider.com wanting to wish you happy Vindication Day. Can you believe it's been 10 years since Michael Joe Jackson was acquitted of child molestation and kidnapping and whatever else prosecutor Tom Sneddon can think of? And we want to thank Tom Mesereau and Susan Yu and his legal team for acquitting Michael of all those charges, in which I sat in the courtroom as a little old media company called Elbow Grease Productions while Cecil stayed outside and got the fans' reactions to what was going on inside the courtroom. Now, there's only about 200 to 300 people who really know what happened in that courtroom, and I'm so proud that I was one of them. A lot of people don't know how the heck that we became credentialed media at the biggest trial in the world among the biggest, most famous top journalists. Well, we had a TV show, Cecil and I, called True Talk, straight out of LA, and I was an activist and an author before that. And during that time, coincidentally, we had our show on the air, and so we got credentialed because we were available to 1 million people in the greater Los Angeles area on leased access, which means we had to pay for the airtime, we had to find the advertisers, we had to use our own equipment, we had to use our own money, and so it was a labor of love. And we produced 13 episodes. Later, we turned all that footage into a documentary called Behind the Scenes at the Michael Jackson Trial, in which it captured all the happenings of that trial, fan reactions, plus my commentary coming straight out of the courtroom and telling you what happened in the courtroom that day. Later on, it was renamed Michael Jackson, The Trial and Triumph of the King of Pop, which was distributed by a company called Rock City. And coincidentally, Michael's friend Jack Wishner had a company named Rock City, funny. And then also the address of the Rock City Entertainment was the same address as the Michael Jackson company that was on the AEG contract. Can you believe that? Well, anyway, we had signed that new contract of distribution May 8th, 2009, just about a month and a half before the death announcement. And that documentary has been distributed by Warner Brothers, it's been distributed by Verizon Vios, and it's been in stores not only nationwide, but also stores worldwide, and we're very proud of that. So if you get a chance, go on Amazon. You can buy either Behind the Scenes at the Michael Jackson Trial, or you can buy Michael Jackson, The Trial and Triumph of the King of Pop. And since that time, we have met some wonderful people and we have maintained some wonderful relationships. One of them is with one of the greatest attorneys this country has ever seen, Tom Mesereau, and I are still friends. Tom Mesereau was magnificent in the courtroom, and I wish that trial was televised so you could have witnessed the magnificence of Tom Mesereau. Aphrodite Jones, who was also a journalist there, I met. And at that time, she was not pro Michael Jackson, but later on, her and I met, and she decided that she was going to write a book and vindicate Michael because she had changed her mind reviewing all the evidence. She now has a TV show on Investigation Discovery called True Crime, featuring Aphrodite Jones, in which I was a guest on her TV show. I also met longtime Jackson publicist Angel Hawansky. She's invited me to events that she's given throughout the years. And as a matter of fact, I just talked to Angel not too long ago, and we're still friends. Also, Geraldine Hughes and I became friends. She wrote a book about Michael's innocence in 1993. And also, Ramon Bain and I became friends, in which we had emailed each other hundreds of times, in which she told me she sent every single email to Michael Jackson. But I haven't talked to her in a long time, and I am wishing her the best. And while sitting in the courtroom, I was privileged to sit behind the Jacksons, who sometimes talk to me, and that is where I first met Catherine and Joe Jackson personally. And also, people don't know, I did about 100 interviews about Michael's innocence during the trial and after the trial. One of the biggest programs I was on was KABC Talk Radio, in which I did 6 hours on Vindication Day. So there's been lots that has gone on in the 10 years, and I'm not going to get into too much, but really stick to the vindication. And just last month, we got another victory. Wade Robeson, who testified in '93 in a sworn deposition and also under oath in a trial in 2005 that Michael Jackson never molested him. He had changed his mind and tried to sue Michael Jackson, but all the statutes of limitations were upheld and the case in probate court has been dismissed. We're not done with that journey yet. But if you follow me on Twitter at Pearl Jr., you'll be caught up on all the latest details. Well, guys, this is Pearl Jr. with MichaelJacksonInsider.com, and happy Vindication Day, Michael.